Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cranky Pundit podcast. I'm your host, Mike Morgan, the Cranky Pundit, and as always, I'm joined with my boy, Psychic Dan. Psychic Dan, how are you?
Really good, man. Thanks for having me.
The dream of Liverpool coming back against Real Madrid came to an abrupt end last night. Did you watch it?
I did, boy, and I didn't, I wasn't overly confident anyway, but it was heartbreaking to watch because we didn't land the glove on them.
Nah, we got outclassed, ball passed around.
Do you know what I was thinking? Shoot me down if I'm wrong, right? Giving Klopp advice, I'm a gas man, but do you know what I thought he should have done, boy? He should have gave Milner the Ji-Sung Park role that Fergie gave him for years and just got him to shadow Modric, kid.
Yeah.
Just get James Milner to be Modric's shadow for the whole game and just don't give him a yard of space, because I never see the man have so much space.
Yeah.
Like, he got all the time in the world. And like, what's the point of having Milner on? Sure, he's just a tackle, like, in a pair of shorts. Yeah. So just get him to shadow Modric for the game and block him off at source, old school Fergie tactics, not left the boys wide open by the Uranus riot. Hard to watch, kid.
Season over in March, do you know what I mean? Nothing to look forward to, like, top 4 race and that's it, like, Let's see if we can get it, I don't know, I'm doubtful enough.
I've been giving out as well all year on this podcast about what's the story with taking Trent off for the last 20 minutes of every game. Dude, I'd have happily taken him off last night. Yeah. He was raging.
He got dribbled past the most by anybody in the Champions League so far this season as Trent.
I'd say he's up every night thinking about Vinicius Junior. But I'd say it keeps him awake. Like,
yeah,
because every time he comes near him, and even on the ball in, he didn't have a ball in him, kid. He was like, normally the one thing you can trust is his passing. And he was brutal. And then the subs came up, and I was like, he'll move Milner right back now, take Trent off, and do whatever. No. The one game of the whole year where he actually is getting roasted, and like, dude, it's the whole thing is so frustrating, boy. And just see Baccetic is out for the rest of the year now. Yeah. And
just Naby Keita's minutes back in.
Oh man, I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Even taking Nunes off was a strange one. I know he wasn't doing a whole pile, but like, what you want in that situation is a pair of legs. Like, you want
we need 3-4 goals. Let's go lose the game 3-0. What are you taking Nunes off, like?
Yeah,
there was no need for. He did it against Bournemouth last week as well. He took Nunes off in the 57th minute. We're 1-0 down to Bournemouth.
I'd say he don't like just a few little things he does. I don't know if he gives Robbo the protection Robbo needs when he's out there. And then, like, do you know what? If a fella beats him, he'll just clang him, kid, or he'll just trip him.
Yeah, he kept on doing that last night. Yeah.
You're actually fucking us up because you're slowing down the clock every time you do it. Like, so you just leave him go. Like,
yeah, we'll get him on the other side. Like, he's like, mad for that.
Yeah, so frustrating. I literally just, so frustrating.
And our game this weekend is suspended, and you had flights for it.
Oh yeah, but had it all booked and all, and. They haven't even reset it. We'll probably play now the night that we should have played the quarter-final. That's probably, I don't know. But so Liverpool aren't on this weekend, so we'll do you know what? We can relax a bit. Yeah. It's getting to the stage now where it's like, you're kind of watching them and it feels like a duty watching them. Do you know what I mean? There's not even much pleasure in it.
It's like clocking in.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, we've 90 minutes here now.
I've work. I'm in Liverpool there at 1 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? I have to do it. Like, oh man, it's getting frustrating. Like, but come here, where did the United fans get off with texting us there the last few weeks?
100%.
Honestly, I'm getting messages, your 7-up trophy. Yeah. You lost to Bournemouth. Yeah, we lost to Bournemouth, mate. Yeah. We bet you 7-0. Yeah. Go under the ground, you hermit. Like, 100%. Is that what hermits do?
Yeah, well, they stay in anyway.
Stay in, boy. Do you know what I mean? Get back in your house, boy. We're getting text Bournemouth. You thought you'd come back, would you? 7-0, mate. So you got absolutely penetrated 2 weeks ago. I won't come out the house. Yeah. And you wouldn't... Go on.
No, 100%. I was getting texts as well, and I was like, boys, like, what's the difference between finishing third or fourth? I'd rather finish fourth and beat you 7-0 throughout the year than finish third.
Yeah, and a Carabao Cup that no one will ever remember, like. Do you know?
What I mean? Yeah, you're hilarious, boys. You're hilarious.
Yeah, go take Greenwood back now or something like that, you mugs. Yeah. I'm hearing statements now. They're standing. Do you know what I mean? Did he do it? Didn't he do it? But come play if he's decent. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're all that. Like, you're clutching at straws now. Like, do you know what I mean?
Painful. Painful.
There was a United chant, or there was some fans singing a chant to United fans. He goes, it was the Addams family. He goes, what is it? Giggsy beats his wife, Scholesy sucks some toes, like that. Like, it's all like your team is full of creeps. Your man's a rapist, Greenwood's a rapist, Giggs beats his wife, Scholesy sucks toes. Like, do you know what I mean? You're a bunch of weirdos, but go away from around me, like, you know. But
that's who they attract.
Oh, lad, I seen some great bit of content actually during the week. I meant to tag you in it, but since you're here, I'll tell you all about it and our listeners. So type in to YouTube, guys. I actually don't know the channel that made it, but they deserve a follow anyway. They had Peter Crouch against 11 amateurs, kid, from corners. Like, these boys, like, they were a proper Sunday League
as in
team.
Nowadays, like...
No, like, they filmed it 2 weeks ago, cool. Kid. Crouchy showed up in jeans and loafers, kid. I was like, all right, how's it going? Yeah, did the robot a few times. The boys are, yeah, how we get on? Start off with 4 defenders. Boys start swinging in corners, boy. Oh, my God, kid. You think he went a few? He's Crouch. Kid, even the things that are happening, even the boys, like, the boys are a proper Sunday League team. Like, they're amateurs, but they're decent. Like, you know, straight away they're all talking to each other. There's 4 of them in the box at the start. They're like, boys, what are we going to do? They're like, you stay on him. Like, try check his run a bit. Like, front pause. They're all talking tactics then. Like, Crouch, he's just fucking moving around, lad. They get more defenders in. By the end of it, there's like 12 fellas in the box. It's dangerous, kid. Even Crouch is like, there's too many heads in the box. Like, every head he puts in, someone's nail again.
Is Crouchy winning them all?
Not all of them. Not all. The keeper's mad, man, as well. Keeper's swinging, kid. Crouch, he's like, you need to relax, like, you know what I mean? But, lad, there's one. Your man kicked the ball to swing in the corner. He must have kicked. Once he kicked the ball, like, Crouch, he's mic'd up, like, he goes, that's the one. All you can hear says, that's the one. And there's about 12 of them in the box, lad. And, like, he's mic'd up, like, the ball's kicked, that's the one. He fucking moves in such a way anyway, lad. There's about 12 of them hanging off him, lad. And he just gets up, boom, on his jeans, like, and everyone is just like, this is ridiculous. I'd say he must have done 100 headers, kid. It was like a 40-minute piece of content. They kept bringing in more defenders, lad. And it was like, they started off as a left, but the boys doing it were like, lads, this is just amazing. Like, this is That's actually awesome. Amazing. So, yeah, go check that out, guys. Like, if you're looking for something footy to watch to fall asleep to or whatever, lad, that's your one. Peter Crouch versus 11 defenders, lad. Amazing. You forget how he's the all-time top goal scorer header, isn't he?
Yeah, boy, and he's in the 100 club, like.
Yeah. And they're asking him after. He goes, you could definitely do a job still, like, somewhere, like. He goes, you think Spurs if they needed the last 10 minutes like that, like. But they're even saying, like, you should probably just join a team, like, a League 2 team or something, man. Like, they definitely have you, like. We're after witnessing, like, the boys ain't bad, like, and you rinsed them, like, in your jeans and loafers,
amazing,
like.
Boy.
So, yeah, amazing, boy.
It goes to show the levels, like, doesn't it?
Yeah, unreal, boy, unreal.
That's very cool. I must check that out.
I remember I marked a former Cork City player last year, and Mark O'Sullivan, right, and he's 40 now, and I'm in the prime of my life. And we went up to play him. He played for Passage, and they had a couple of Cork City players, and I was like, I had to mark him, and he's like up to my shoulder, and his thing is headers. Can you believe that? Like, he was the top goal scorer in the League of Ireland for Cork City. He's 5'6", and his game is not pacing behind. That 5'6" fella played up high to him. Nonsense, kid. I was like, let's see what it's about. I had a season ticket watching this fella with my brother. I was like, let's see what it's all about. He's over the hill now. I might have a chance, like, do you know what I mean? So I goes, go on, we'll get stuck. That man, boy, he pinned me, boy. It was like fucking marking a midget Benteke or something like that. That man pinned me every ball. And anytime we'd be both looking at the ball for a jump, and right when I wanted to, he'd hit me a little nudge in the hip, kid, and it would put me out, and he'd just take it down, have the shoulder. 40, kid, couldn't catch the cunt, scored 2 goals in the night, like, rinse me, like, do you know what I mean? 40, awesome. And he's only League of Ireland, and he can't even get into the League of Ireland anymore. Yeah. And he's rinsing the gaff, like, he'll tell you. And then we go on about Crouch and all these. There's like, I think soccer's the one thing, because so many people in the world play it. Yeah. You'll find your level very fucking fast.
And everyone thinks they're handy.
Everyone thinks they're handy. You'll go into the 5-a-side with your mates, and you're like, I'm the best one here. Then you join a team and go, am I the best one here? And they say you're the best one there. You move up another level. Go up in Cork, you can go up 7 levels. You're too good for Cork, go up another 2. There's 40 levels. And then when you get to the highest level in Ireland, you're still a bag of shit.
Yeah. It's amazing.
How does that make sense?
It's amazing, boy.
Do you know?
Yeah, it is actually so cool.
What I will say, because we are a soccer podcast, and I feel a duty to say it, the League of Ireland has started again, and there has been monster support for all the teams. I think 70% of the stadiums have sold out so far this season, which is brilliant for Irish soccer, for us going forward. I know it's going to be an international week next week. We can bitch about the national team, but like, this is what the National League can be so much more with so little. Do you know? Yeah. It can be so much more. Like, like, there should be players from the League of Ireland on our team. Like, look at the other teams around the place that we play. If we play Cyprus, if we play Armenia, if we play Georgia, they'll be shit. but all the players in that team will play in the Georgian league. If you play Ukraine, 8 of them play for Dynamo Kiev. Do you know? So there's that unity between them. We've no unity. If all of our players played for Shamrock Rovers and then went on the international day, you're going to do a bit better because there's that unity, like, you know. And we can definitely get there. So I'm going to make an effort to go see it a bit more this year. Try go see 1 or 2 more games than I normally do. But if you're out there, it's fine to go support Liverpool, Man United and that, like, but we bitch about the national team. Go out and support your Sligo Rovers. Go out and support your Shamp. Don't go to Drogheda. That's oh, lad, if I could imagine to live in a worse place, it'd probably be Drogheda, boy.
Bend the country.
Yeah, boy. Fucking hell. It's not here nor there, lad. It's not here nor there. Drogheda, boy. I've met some sketchy dudes from Drogheda, boy. Joe, shook hands. I knew by the handshake. Yeah. Joe, that they felt things that do you know what I mean, that were illegal, like. But, like, go out and support them. And then, since I started this podcast, I get a lot of shit from English people that don't follow me or anything. They just might see a clip and then just comment something to me and going, oh my God, an Irish person talking about English football. And then on the flip side, you get Irish people going, why are you talking about English soccer? Will you go away and support Cork City? All right, okay. We'll just nip this right in the bud. First off, with the English people, if anything, we support. We deserve to be fans more than you, because the effort it takes for us to go see our team compared it to you that lives in Liverpool or lives in Cheltenham. Like, you're there, I love Liverpool, I'm from Cheltenham. Like, you're the same as me then, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because 100%. Like, do you know, like what are you talking about? Like, so
I'd say most of them don't even support their actual team. No. They support probably the biggest team in their area.
In their area, like, exactly, boy. And like even when I was young, I remember the first game I seen, we often go on about it, but I remember my mum telling me, your dad has worked so hard to get this money. It's probably cost him 3 months' wages to bring you to this game that you love so much. Now, at 6 years of age, you better enjoy this. I remember my mum saying, enjoy the shit out of it, because your dad works so hard to get these to this. Like, do you know what I mean?
Big deal.
Going over, I remember saying this on it, like, but the hotels were booked out. I remember saying that because I never knew what booked was. It was like, booked, why are we getting yellow carded at reception? But my dad going into all the hotels getting yellow carded. Why? I remember slept in the car waiting for the ferry, seeing the game, and then some English fella then from Cheltenham has the nudge to tell me you're not a real fan. That's how we went to games, boy. We slept in cars, worked 2 months' wages to bring your young fella over, boy. That's what it is, like. Do you know what I mean? So don't get me started on that shit. That's just a stupid fucking thing to say. On the other hand, with the Irish people saying, go support your own team. I support my own fucking team, but they got to give us something back. They have to give us something back. What are we watching? What are we watching? For my lifetime, I've gone up to 50 Cork City games. And you know what? I feel shortchanged, even with the €15. I know we won a few leagues and all that, but we're getting relegated every third year. We're going out of business every third year. We're our owners are the Forest Co-op Group, and then someone else takes them over. Then someone else takes them over. What are we, like, you got to give us something back. But yeah, I will make more of an effort this year to go see more League of Ireland games, and I think everybody else should. Kerry FC have started a new team, so Kerry have a team in the League of Ireland in Division 1. They got beat 9-1 last week.
Wow.
By Galway. 9-1. And what I'll say is, keep your chins up. You're doing everything right. Even your jerseys are cool, Kerry, but don't let that defeat. Obviously, there's new players. None of you know each other, all that kind of stuff. But like they're sold out. 3 first home games sold out, and they're losing 9-1 to Galway, but sold out the next day.
Where are they playing? Have they a soccer stadium?
Down in are they playing in Killarney or Tralee? Tralee Dynamos used to be a team years ago, and they're using that place. It's half a stand, boy. But yeah, tickets sold out. Well, I might go down to a Kerry game just to support them. Do you know? Yeah, delighted to see Kerry. More teams need to be popping up and doing it, but got bet 9-1, lad. And what else? What they're trying out, tell me what you think of this, in the first division in League of Ireland, what they're trying out this year is sin bins, kid.
So you won't get sent off, you just get 5 minutes?
No, for a yellow card, you get sin binned. Yeah, so I actually think it happened in the Kerry game the other night. I think they were down to 8 men at one point. I could be wrong about this, don't quote me on this, but I think that might be one of the reasons the last 9-1 the other day, kid. I think they got a few yellow carded at one time.
So, like, are Ireland allowed to do that? Like, can we just come on and just change the rules? I thought FIFA surely
UEFA for someone,
we can just decide to change the rules.
I think so, kid. Yeah.
It's probably because, Jesus, I'm not for it, kid.
Yeah.
Even though it probably is from a neutral spectator, it's probably fair exciting. You want a fella to get booked just to... I don't know, but
taking a fella out would mean so much more. Like getting yellow.
But you see, what's happening with the game anyway is that it's getting softer. And like, is this not going to make it even more softer?
Yeah. There'll be less going down everywhere, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't want to. Less cheek to the referees, which needs to come in, I suppose.
I think it's the opposite way we should go. I think we should be starting to be more lenient with tackles.
Let it go?
100%.
I thought that's what they started doing last year as well in the Premier League. Do you remember they
Yeah,
started
but
letting
they're
go
trying to
a few
make it
tackles,
more
like.
lenient.
It got very soft, especially over the pandemic. Do you remember everything was scrutinised? There was no fans in the stadium, and every decision, every tackle, Bruno would be fucking himself in the air with a little touch, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
that's the other way they should bring it, boy. They should be making it more lenient. And like, I know the boys are trying to protect the top players in the game, but like, no disrespect to anyone playing in the league Division 1 in Ireland, but like, leave the boys throwing tackles.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
It's Division 1, man.
He's a plumber anyway. He's grind. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? No, but no disrespect. Like, sure, Jesus, they're like, obviously, but
he gets harder tackles on a Monday morning, like when he's out working. Like,
do you know what I mean? Like, the man, he's going to be grind. If he gets a bad tackle, he'll be grind. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
especially in those leagues, I know exactly what you mean. 100%.
Yeah. Fuck that. That's a gas, a sin bin. That's a rugby thing, like, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit posh to be bringing into the.
Yeah, and where we can just come up with our own rules. Just see, the World Cup is going to 48 teams.
We might qualify.
Teams. Well, if we don't, like,
yeah.
If we don't, like, I mean, I'd struggle to name 48 countries.
Yeah, boy.
Do you know what I mean? And now 48 of them are going to be in it. Like,
who are you going to have in it? The Vatican, like.
Yeah.
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
A fact.
Huh?
There's going to be a last 32. So, like, originally there's only 16 teams knocked out.
Yeah. You get to the last 16, so now there's like double nearly, like in the knockouts. Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know my fan of that either. Even though it would benefit
from Ireland,
like,
coming from Ireland, we're better off.
But does it not lose the spice?
Oh, sure, the whole place, or all the leagues are freaking out because they're like, sure, when are we going to fit this in? Do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Like, from Ireland, it definitely helps.
I've said this about every decision either FIFA or UEFA have made in the past couple of years. Is like, I don't like it, and it's actually worked out for the better because they've done that with the Euros. They've made the Euros more teams, and the last 2 Euros were actually the best 2 Euros I've watched.
Yeah.
They also did that with.
They rarely get it wrong, like, to be fair to them.
The away goals. I was like, that's a stupid thing. I love away goals. And we had the best Champions League run last year. It was just decent.
Yeah. No, they do. They rarely get it wrong, to be fair to them.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, what we do every week, we have a quiz with my man Psychic Dan, where I get 2 minutes to answer five. Oh, I get 5 questions. I get 2 minutes to answer each one of them. While you're getting ready, it might be a good chance to plug. At the end of the month, myself and Dan will be playing a charity match. We are delighted to be asked to be playing in a charity match. Celebrities. It's a celebrity charity match. Now, I don't know, do celebrities work 40 hours in a van and do open mics in Galways to 2 o'clock in the morning? But I class myself as a celebrity. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad is a very good man for keeping my celebrity status financially. Like, do you know what I mean? Celebrity's very loose these days, but then we're celebrities going up playing at the end of the month. So we'll be playing up in, forgive me, Cavan or Carlow, one of the C's, and it's a darkness into light. And on my Instagram story throughout the whole next 2 weeks, guys, will be a link on my page if you want to support that charity. Myself and Psychic Dan will be up there. We'll be playing ball. We're playing for keeps. We're not going up there to make up the numbers by 2 footers. We're bringing shin pads, boy. I got actually 2 sets of shin pads. One for the back of my calves as well, boy, just in case any Carlo fella tries to snake me with a dead. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, guys. So €10 if you want to sponsor. I'll be putting up the link in my Instagram story throughout the week till it happens. And yeah, it's a good campaign, or it's a good charity, and well, obviously anything to do with soccer. They could have rang me up, kid. It goes, come here, lad. We're doing something there for ISIS. It's a 5-a-side. I'd be like, it's 5-a-side, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know, I probably would have done it, but it's a good cause.
Yeah.
So you might as well support it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's inspired me to definitely start organising charity matches. It's the only way I can get to Enfield now, lad.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I've thought about it long and hard. I won't play for Liverpool now. I'm 30, nearly 31.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp's not going to call me, okay?
Yeah.
But if my comedy career can explode a bit, and I can get invited to these little charity matches.
Well, when you see the clowns that do be playing in the charity games, like the boys, some of them never kick the ball.
Never. And that's what I mean. Like, I would take it so fucking seriously. Like if they goes like your centre mid butt in a charity match against a load of celebrities, kid, and it's a packed Enfield, kid. I'll get sent off, kid. I get too emotional. I get too emotional.
Probably getting sick walking down the tunnel.
Fucking headbutt Danny Dyer or something, boy. That's what I do. Like feud. Do you know what? Whatever happens, my subscribers will go up afterwards. There would be drama. There would be content. Like, do you know what I mean? All the celebrations. I have a Liverpool tattoo on the back of my leg. That'll be getting shown off in the day. Let the fans know what it's really about for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, cop end.
Yeah.
Charity match, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never ask back again, like, do you know what I mean? But
it'll
I do.
happen, kid. I could see it happen.
Yeah, it'll happen. But let's start off one. I think what we should get going is a Kerry for Kerry FC versus Cork City one, but do like Kerry influencers versus Cork influencers. Have one at Turner's Cross. Wow. Have it for good charity. Yeah. And drive it on from there. Have it yearly. Invite Jason McAteer. Jason McAteer comes to everything, boy.
Yeah.
I fucking every week. I don't follow him every week. Jason McAteer, John Aldridge is at he go to the opening of an envelope, boy. John Aldridge. Who else is there, boy? Neil Ruddock is always chatting shit.
Yeah.
You can book these fellas for free. All they did, their only terms is, will you buy me pints after?
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
tell us the Ray Keane story.
Yeah. Jason McAteer, well. Saipan. The man tours the world, like, and on the anniversary of Saipan, Jason McAteer comes in talking about it. Yeah. Oh, go away, boy, go away, like, you know.
Yes.
But yeah. So if you want to sponsor, guys, I'll be throwing the link up on my Instagram for the next few weeks. Yeah. So I think it's a 24-hour football thing, and me and you are playing like 2 hours of it. So
cool.
With other influencers who want to take selfies, but we'll be like, no.
Yeah. Too cool for that.
Yeah. No.
Man to be throwing himself in front of every camera.
Yeah, everything. I love your stuff. Don't even know who he is. Like, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. I was saying it to Dan coming up that like we have to have you. You're just looking at my accent. Like, have to have you in the pod.
The minute he gets around a few celebrities, boy, he
turns into Donnybrook. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, no, I'd be up in Dublin most of the time.
Love it.
All right, hit me with the quiz.
All right, so first question is, can you name 5 players that have played in the Premier League for both Arsenal and Liverpool?
I could name you 20.
No, you couldn't, but give me 5
okay.
anyway.
5, okay. So, Yassi Benayoun.
He done it, kid.
Yeah. Kolo Toure.
Yeah. To play in the Premier League for both Arsenal and Liverpool.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Jermaine Pennant.
Oh, that was a good one, no, because I had forgot Pennant even played for them.
Scored a hat-trick when he was like 17 and he was out in the piss the whole night before.
Ah, wow.
Yeah. Do you know his dad got him a prostitute for his 13th birthday?
13,
kid.
Cool dad.
Gee, what a scumbag.
Fucking hell, lad. Glad that's traumatic, boy.
Like, I think when he was making money, when he was playing for us, boy, I remember the Sun released a blurry photo, like, and it was just Jermaine Pennant's dead, who's not a celebrity. I hate when other people's, like, a celebrity's relative gets brought into the front page, like, but he's just snorting shaft the back of a prostitute, like. Let him do what he wants. That's his own business, boy.
He's working hard all week,
and
boy.
I always know, who took the photo? Who took the photo? Like, who's scooping around the ghetto of fucking...
Sure, the scumbag journalists, should they be going around with hidden cameras and all this crap?
Yeah, trying to get Jermaine Pennant's dad snorting coke off the back of a...
to sell a few papers on Sunday.
Yeah, but Jermaine Pennant's dad got him a prostitute for his 13th birthday.
Man,
Yeah, you're a man now, son. Go on in there to LaQuisha and she'll sort you out.
The man's balls haven't fully dropped.
Yeah. All right. Gone in there like, I play for Arsenal Youths. What am I on, kid? What am I on?
You got 4 of them, kid. You've Yassi Benayoun, who was a Premier League whore. Like, the man played for about 5 different clubs.
He did.
Kolo Toure, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Jermaine Pennant. Jermaine Pennant was probably the most inconspicuous one. Is that word used?
Benayoun as well. He got a weird one at Arsenal. Like, he didn't play that long at Arsenal.
He was actually decent for us. Remember Real Madrid during the week? Benayoun scored the winner against Real Madrid. Remember that? Yeah. And then we took him back and hopped off him again.
Yeah. Good times.
The good old days.
The good old days. So I'm looking for one more that played for Arsenal and Liverpool. Do you know Alex Maniger, but he never actually played for us in the Premier League.
I'm sure he's not an Einstein.
Okay, but I'm just telling the people. Arsenal.
Yeah, so Benayoun, Toure, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Pennant. There's one more there. He was an attacker.
And attackers in left, right, or centre.
Yeah, all of those, kid.
Right.
And I'd say if we went back on quizzes that we've done over the last couple of years, I'd say this man comes up every second.
Nicholas Anelka. Yeah, when in doubt.
Yeah.
Is there more, kid? I feel like there's more.
I don't think so, kid.
I thought, yeah.
Who?
Exactly. You see, when you said it to me, I was like, I feel like I've researched this, and then there was nothing.
I don't think so. They're the only 5 I have.
Scraped it, I'd say. Fucking scraped it.
Well,
lad, they're
well
good. So Jermaine Pennant went to Leeds after nearly kept them up. He was their best player.
After who?
After Arsenal.
All right.
And he went to Leeds, and then he went to Portsmouth, and then he came to us. Or did he go to Portsmouth after us? Stoke for a while
we
as
were
well.
in a shit time, weren't we, when he was with us? Like,
No, he played the Champions League final. Started the
League,
Champions League final first, kid.
Did he?
Yeah, I remember you asked me that, kid, to go start in Champions League.
And I probably gave the same response. Did he?
Yeah, I was like, Jermaine Pennant. And you know what? They didn't even put a fella on him. AC Milan actually left him free, boy, and that's actually what killed us, starting him.
In 07?
In 07, yeah.
Oh,
started.
Yes,
They had him starting as like a false 9 or something.
You see, 07, kid.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned to me a few years later about Liverpool being the Champions League finally getting bait. I swear to God, kid, my brain deleted it. Like, it deleted
not trauma? It. What happens when your brain just deletes something that it doesn't want you to remember?
100%
like, you know what I mean?
trauma, boy. Like, I had to go Googling a few years later if we got to the Champions League final. So I sat down and watched the whole thing, obviously. Deleted it, kid. The minute the final whistle blew, brain, trash can, kid. Forgot about it, like. So question number 2.
Can you name who scored in that 07 final for Liverpool?
Was it Dirk White?
It was, there, fair play. Yeah. Last minute, and we thought it was a bit of a comeback. I was actually talking to my little brother about this recently. He was like small watching it, like, and he goes, I remember Kite got the goal, and he was so young, he just remembers Istanbul, and he remembers going, this is it. We always come back, and then the whistle went, like, and he's still kind of half buzzed, kind of looking at Dag. Where's the win, kid? Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember him bawling, going, I'm not supporting them anymore, but I can't be supporting them. And I goes, who are you going to support? I changed the team, go support Arsenal or something by Arsenal. I go, Arsenal. I said, kid.
You're watching Champions League finals, kid. What more do you want?
The man was all Spider-Man till Istanbul, though. And then he said Istanbul, and he's like, I'm all the Liverpool thing now, like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, the creating fans, boy. But what was sick about that is we actually hopped off him. Like, we kept the whole 90 minutes we were in their half.
Justice in a way, because we shouldn't have come back that day in Istanbul either, boy. They hopped off us, boy. They were by far the better team.
Yeah, but how can you say we shouldn't come back? Like we're down 3-0. Like.
Down 3-0, kid, and some things happened. Even with Jersey Dudek made some saves at the end, kid, that were just like, what the fuck is even happening?
Even the whole spaghetti legs with the penalties and
he was off his line.
Carragher
see how far he was off his line.
Carragher cramping up and all that.
Yeah, watch Dudek.
Should try to fucking AC Milan jersey, didn't we? Jesus Christ. yeah.
Filippo Crespo.
So.
An AC Milan jersey, didn't we? It's been a rough week for Liverpool fans. They're getting a bit fucking tense.
I'm fucking sick of it, boy. I'm defending us all week. I'm defending us all week. I'm sick of it, lad. I'm delighted I'm not playing the weekend. I swear to God. It's like I'm off. I'm actually working. It's like I'm off.
It actually is. Like, I have more time this weekend because my boys aren't playing. Like.
Okay, so sticking with Liverpool, can you tell me at the moment who is the oldest player to play for Liverpool in the Premier League era?
The oldest player ever to play for Liverpool
in the Premier League era?
Milner?
No, Milner's number 2 and only by a few days. No.
Adrian?
No.
I suppose he hasn't played a Premier League game in a few years. Cola Torre?
No. So Milner is like 37. This dude is 37 as well, but he's beating him by a couple of months at the moment. Like, I'd say if Milner's still with us next year, he'll be beating it. He surely won't be, like.
37?
Yeah, 37.
Has to be a centre-back or a goalkeeper.
He was a midfielder.
Centre-mid?
Yeah, as from what I can remember anyway, yeah. And he wasn't with us for long at all.
Gary McAllister.
Well done, kid.
I remember it was a weird one. Lad, he did some cool things in the small bits he was with us, lad.
Yeah, I remember the Everton goal. That was his most famous thing ever. Like, last kick of the game, had no right to even go for a kid.
Do you know, I should never have watched that because throughout my underage footballing days and even my amateur days now, I have tried that free kick, I'd say 72 times. And it's never, ever even come close to sneaking
Kid, I'd say if I was out in the pitch and there was no wall or goalie, I'd struggle to do what he done.
It's very hard.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you used to bluff it. Because you have to open your body out till the last minute to go back. Like, do you know what I mean?
He's about 40 yards out and he puts it in the bottom corner.
Yeah. He catches him lovely.
On his bottom corner.
Yeah.
Like.
And that was the 6 months we kind of went on to win the Europa League, the Charity Shield.
Yeah.
I remember, can you remember who we signed who was an old fucker as well at the same time? Popular actually played for Everton at one point as well.
Where do you play?
Out the wing. And sometimes in the 10, maybe sometimes centre mid.
No.
Nick Barmby, boy.
Yeah, boy.
And we signed another fella then as well. Another 2 fellas. And they were German, kid. And we got him. And they were both in their late 30s when we got him. Around that time. One of them got sick and never played for us again.
I don't know, kid. Bishken or something.
Can you remember Marcus Babbel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
can you remember Christian Ziga?
Not really. I can't picture him. I know the name, but I have no face for him.
Yeah. That was all around that era, kid. I can remember the
Man.
jersey, boy.
Do you remember the Europa League basically is what it was, the finals? Was it like 5-4 or something?
5-4 against Alaves.
And none of the boys knew that it was goal and goal. So they scored and they were all running back to the touchline to go again, like, and like people were like, no, that's
the nerves in goal and goal. I know I'm a fan of it, but there's some beauty in it as well.
No, kid, I actually think it's better.
Goal and goal?
Yeah.
To have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tense as fuck. They should do a World Cup. Can you imagine what it would mean at a World Cup?
Yeah, boy. You've had 90 minutes, boy. Next goal wins. You know when you're messing around as young fellas? Like,
yeah, we have to call it a day, boys. We couldn't separate
next
after 9.
Wins.
Yeah.
Oh, they should keep it. It's mad. So 2 for 2, kid. You're smashing it. So question number 3. Can you name the only manager ever that has won the Champions League and the World Cup?
As a manager.
As a manager. So there's only one guy ever. So loads of guys have won multiple Champions League, multiple leagues, all this. But there's actually only been one guy ever who has won the Champions League and the World Cup as a manager.
Your man, the German centre-back, Beckenbauer.
No. Fuck. So,
he won a Champions League as a manager.
Yeah.
And he won the World Cup as a manager.
Yeah.
It's not that Felipe Scolari fella. It's
no. And done it in our lifetime.
Okay. As a manager.
Yeah, Champions League and the World Cup. Only man to ever do it. As a manager. So lots of guys have done it as a player and then went on to become a manager. So I think
Trapattoni?
No, but Trapattoni's won multiple Champions Leagues, and the France's current manager won it as a player, and then went on as a manager and won it. So there's been a few of those.
Yeah.
I can't spell out his name now, but
Deschamps.
There's been a few of those ones, but as an actual manager, Champions League and World Cup, only one man.
See, like Carlo Ancelotti didn't.
No.
And it's been in our lifetime, so
I can't.
No. Who the fuck? Del Bosque. No, I was going to...
Same kid.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who did he win the Champions League with?
Real Madrid.
Fuck off.
Yeah, savage show, kid. Won the I think he might have won 2 of them, kid. He definitely won 1 anyway, Champions League with Real Madrid.
And he won a Euros and a World Cup with Spain.
Yeah, boy. And done it, and almost changed football the way he done it, like, didn't he? They were like, remember, they turned up with no striker, kid.
Yeah. They played Fabregas in the false 9. You have Torres and Villa. What the fuck is happening? Like, you know what I mean?
And they unreal. So well done, kid. You're smashing it, boy. So question number 4 is, can you tell me what team has reached the most Champions League finals without winning it? So what team has got to the most Champions League finals but have never won it?
Liverpool have to be. I know they have won it, but I'm saying Liverpool, like, they must have some sort of record now for being in Champions League finals and losing them.
Yeah, I think the record is Juventus. I think Juventus have lost 7.
Oh, we can't be far behind. What are we, 5 or 6?
We're 3 in our life anyway.
Yeah, in our life, and we lost 1 before, so I think actually we're only 4.
Still sick.
Yeah, still sick. Sorry, kid, what was the question?
So what team has reached the most Champions League finals without actually winning it? So a team that, like, has come close a lot of times, have had cracking teams throughout the years, have got to finals, but as a club, this is going back to even European Cup days, like, they've actually never lifted it.
But they get there and thereabouts.
But they get there, kid. They do get there.
Do you know what? Just in our lifetime, a crowd that have got there far enough consistently and never won it is Atletico Madrid.
Unreal, dude. Unreal.
And they've done it 3 times in our lifetime, but then they did it a 4th time.
No, I think it's true.
Do you know the first one they lost was in the 80s? And it was a keeper's mistake. And do you know who the keeper was?
In the 80s?
Yeah. Pepe Reina's dead.
No way.
So Pepe Reina's dead in Atletico was actually the Karius of Atletico, kid.
Ah, man.
Yeah. Like, well, actually not the Karius. People knew he was a good goalkeeper. He was their goalkeeper for years.
But that final...
And he did it in a replay, kid. So they drew the Champions League final, had a replay. And then he did a fucking caca in the final. They lost 1-0, kid. And it was Pepe Reina's dead, kid.
That's mad. A replay, GAA style, like, just...
And in our lifetime, they got done twice by Real Madrid. And so unfortunate, lad.
Yeah.
Because I remember they one of them, Diego Costa, had to come off. They gambled on Diego Costa starting and he had to come off after 15 minutes. And they were still 1-up. I think Torres even scored from boy. And Bale got a header on the last minute. Or Ramos got a header in the last minute to bring it into extra time. They flogged him an extra time.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I think they got a player sent off or something. They just got, fucking hell. They were very consistent and still are very dogged. And
And again, playing in a country where, like, you know, there's two clear teams bigger than them, more money, and to be battling with them as days. And like, even for them to be lifting La Ligas as regularly as they have with Simeone is
getting anywhere, boy. I don't know how any Real Madrid fan or Barcelona fan in a pub with an Atletico Madrid fan like could even say anything, like could even go, we did this. It's like, kid, you do everything proper, like you're a proper club, like, do you know what I mean? They're the working class club, like in Madrid, like, you know, the Real or the Kings team, like, do you know.
Why are they, just see they do all the work in the stadium? Why are they closing the stadium? What's the point of that?
It's been like that for ages though. It was like that last year as well, but I don't know.
I mean, they don't get a drop of rain. It's hardly for atmosphere. Why are they even doing it? Like,
it's probably just old, like United to the naked eye looks like a decent stadium. Did you see the video that came out last week?
No.
The United game last week. It's only Southampton, like, do you know what I mean? But a fella goes into the urinal, kid, and it's about this much full of piss. The floor, like, everyone's like, it's just rotten, kid. The stadium is fucked, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're absolutely smashing it, kid. 4 for 4. So this is for it. Who am I? Usual. Couple of hints. So I was born in 1982. I represented 4 clubs in England and 2 elsewhere, becoming a full England international along the way. After retiring in 2017, I moved into management. During my career, I played with players such as Robbie Fowler, Andy Carroll and Rob Green. And I have a couple of hints for you.
Okay, we'll just go slowly through it again.
So, born in 1982.
So you are 41 now.
Represented 4 clubs in England and 2 elsewhere. And became a full England international along the way. Retired in 2017, so 6 years ago now, and moved into management. And during my career, I played with the likes of Fowler, Carroll and Rob Green. I often think being told who they've played with actually throws me. I think it actually makes it harder. Like, but
I think I have it. I think I have it because I think I can see. Do you see the way you're saying made himself a full international makes it sound like that was the highest achievement in his career and he only made 1 or 2 appearances.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when you say Robbie Fowler, you're either Leeds, Liverpool, Man City. Go on. Who's the other fella?
Andy Carroll,
Newcastle or Liverpool. Go on.
Rob Green.
Fucking Rob Green play. Oh, QPR. Want it?
Yeah.
So that's Joey Barton, kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, as Joey Barton, kid. Yeah. He's now managing some lower league crowd. I couldn't imagine him being a manager, to be honest.
Dude, you've impressed me so much because the hints were managing a team in the Football League, and the last hint in was my playing career came to a slightly premature end after a long ban from the FA. So that would have given
the betting scandal, wasn't it? Was it, Remember, he tried to go back to Burnley for a small bit, and he couldn't finish out his contract because he got he went to Rangers and came back. Yeah, he's gas.
That's some show, but you've absolutely smashed it this week, dude. I'm well impressed. And
5 out of 5.
What makes it brilliant as well is remember when he went to France and he done the whole French accent thing?
Oh my God, like
epic, like.
Yeah, when the ball to kill Balmain, nobody speak about this.
Like, it's hard to watch. Like, inside, I'm you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to watch.
Do you think which is more cringe, the Steve McLaren one or that one?
I think that one.
Do ya?
I know Steve McLaren one is just as
epic.
It's the Dutch one, isn't it?
It's the Dutch one, kid.
Yeah.
And do you know, I just think the Steve McLaren one is worse because, like, it's the
things as well.
Although no, Joy Barton does do it. Like,
does,
no one speak about this.
Yeah,
he does the French kind of, hey, where's my petit peu, my yoga fromage frais? You know that.
It's hilarious.
But lad, no, but Steve McLaren is like, yes.
Yeah.
As in yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Arsenal. Emirates.
Yeah, that's not Dutch. That's not Dutch, kid.
Like, that's racist.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
That is, boy.
I seen a York after with David Ginola, and he was like, it's the equivalent of me speaking in a Geordie accent, like speaking
French in a Geordie
accent.
Yeah, lad, oh my God,
Yeah.
Joe, but it happens, boy. Even in real life, it kind of does happen. Joe, like, even
well, it happens, you kid, because you talk to all foreign people in their language, like or slow yourself way down, which I find hilarious.
Yeah.
But it works. You seem to communicate with them.
Or do you notice that I do that to people?
Not exactly that, but Like, you'll use broken English talking to a Polish person.
I will, yeah. That's bad.
That's fucking hilarious, kid. You don't need... Just because his English is shit doesn't mean yours has to be.
So true.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. I was working...
no wonder their English is shit, but the likes you were on. Like, so how's it going on? Like?
I used to work with a Polish fella every day for like 4 years in a truck. And I stopped working with him, did comedy. And I met him there a couple of weeks ago. And he has no English left now again. He's been here for 16 years. And I taught him, he had a bit.
Yeah.
And then I haven't talked to him now. He has nothing, kid.
And
like, how are you? He goes, oh, hello.
And you're going around the country selling tickets now, slagging his accent.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's actually
beautiful.
Hilarious.
It's a lovely ending.
That's what happens, lad. I honestly used to be coming home, where you put? I'm talking to my girlfriend, like, she's an English teacher, like, and she's like, are you okay, boy? Where I put the, how do you say? If you ever say how do you say, like, you're fucked, like, do you know what I mean?
Lad.
But we'll disagree so on that one. You think the Joy Barton one, I can totally see it.
The Steve McLaren one isn't as fresh in my head. I know it was the Dutch one and the Ash and all that, but the Joy Barton one, like, honestly, I've watched it so many times and I still find it hard to watch. Yeah. Like, it's so cringy. It's like The Office, you know, like that kind of vibe. It's hard to watch it, but it's hilarious at the same time. Yeah, boy, epic. Kid, I can't believe how well you done that quiz, boy.
5 out of 5. See if you can be 5 out of 5, folks.
Well done, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually happy with that one.
Any plan for Paddy's Day?
No, I'm gigging Saturday night. Is Paddy's Day Friday?
Yeah.
No, I have no plans at all. I think I might have to go to a birthday party. Me and my girlfriend are surrounded by nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Don't realise how many nieces and nephews I have. We have a party every fucking week.
Yeah.
Every fucking week there's a party for a child.
Any old bouncy castle?
Nothing. And I can't even get involved. I'm at the age now where I get too sweaty and I might hurt someone.
Yeah.
Do you know?
There's nothing better than an old bouncy castle at a child's party, though.
Yeah.
After a few.
A clown.
A clown.
Would you like a clown?
Oh,
I remember when my brother was small. I think it was like his 5th birthday, so I was like 12 or 13, and we got a magician / clown to come over for all his kids, like. But all his friends were like ADHD after game, like. You know what I mean? The clown, I'd say he never did another gig after that. There was people robbing shit out of his bag. They were for tricks for later. They were the reveals for later on, like. Like I remember he was fucking up tricks because he didn't have the things that were taken out the bag, like. You know what I mean? Like we were there skitting, laughing.
I always thought it was like just like an American 90s thing. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I did too till that day. I was like, where did we get him really, like?
Yeah.
Do you know, just caught him a bit of foxing, caught him in Fawcett Circus because they do stuff on Saturdays, like.
Have a boxer for you, kid. Cash in hand. Out to the gaff, start a cash in hand, kid. Just blow up a few balloons.
What you do, right? You call out to a gaff and you do your clowning. The neighbours see you doing a good clowning on that gaff, and they come over in and you get more money than for that. That's foxers, foxer clowns. But
bring your rubber nose, kid.
That's all you need, babe. One of these, and one of these things that squirts water out your thing, like. They're scary.
Some people are terrified of them.
Yeah, boy. Do you remember that phase a couple of years ago with killer clowns, boy? You'd step out of an elevator, lad, and there'd just be a clown waiting.
Yeah.
A lot of clowns got killed, boy. Fellas, like, they do it in the hood there in America, like, and fellas just shoot them, boy. Whoa. A lot of that, like, yeah. Were you afraid of clowns?
Not at all, kid. How could you be afraid of a fucking fella with makeup on making himself look hilarious? There's nothing intimidating about a clown. No, if he's standing down a dark alley with a blade or something, fair enough. Like.
A baseball bat with spikes in it. La 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 la. Yeah, boy.
But sure, you could be wearing any kind of mask and that's scary. Like,
yeah, that's scary. I think girls in night dresses have to be the scariest thing, or else all women in night dresses.
Either very young girls or all women, kids. Yeah.
I remember our grandmother used to stay at our house every Saturday when we were kids. My parents would go out drinking and she'd mind us. Often, kid, have I walked down the hallway and my grandmother feeding her way up the hall. She's about 90 years old. I'm there fucking shaking. Like, you know, Nanny, go back to bed. Do you know what I mean? Come join us, Mike. Come and play. No, she didn't say that, but like if she did. But yeah, all women in night dresses, kid. One of the scariest things, like that'll make a man out of you there, boy, if you can handle that. do you ever go into any of them nightmare realms or anything, no?
I'd say I have, boy. Oh yeah. I've done like you know, the dungeons in the different cities, like, and all that.
Oh, yeah. London dungeon, Amsterdam dungeon. I've done a few of them. Like, I went to one, it was called, it was in Italy, lad. And they were all paid actors. It was the coolest fucking escape room, or whatever you call it, I've ever been in my life, right? So, they're all actors, but each room is a different movie. It's a different scary movie. You can bail at any time. They literally say that to you. Get the fuck out of here. Before and after every stage, there's an exit door. So if you don't like the music going in, just go home. He'll meet you at the end. All right?
Wow.
There's about 7 stages to get through. We're all holding hands here. Like we're going in as a group.
This is for adults, like.
Adults And a teenager, if an adult is with you,
like
if it's with you. I was me and my sister, who are similar ages with my dad, like, we bailed twice before we did the whole thing. Like,
hilarious.
We had to bail twice, fucking slag each other about being bitches. Me and my sister, like, no, you're the bitch. Do you know what I mean? And all this, like, yeah, why'd you go out? Like, I'd still be inside there if I want for you making a magnum in front of dad. Do you know what I mean? But so you go into the first one, kid. Your one explains the rules. Like, she's like, all right, mate. If you get scared, I never forget, dude. The most side part, the crowd we were holding hands with were English, right? It was me, my little sister, my dad behind us, but the crowd were talking to us. They're like, it's me and my little sister. Where are you from? And we're like, Ireland. Do you know? We're all everyone in the queue's the UK then. I was like, nah, kid. Like, do you know what I mean? Because in Ireland, lads, it's if someone says that, it's just bred into you to just correct them on that. We let most things go. Like me and Dan were talking last week. I get a shit haircut. I'd let it go. I'd let go of most things. My shit is food. My soup is cold. I let it go. But you can't say I'm from the UK. I have to say, like, it's in me. I hear fucking Sinead O'Connor start in the background, kid.
Yeah, boy.
The fucking Fields of Athen Royal. Do you know what I mean? Fucking the famine ships, everything, boy. Everything's in the back. So I had to say it. I goes, we're not from the UK, sir. We're from Ireland. He goes, oh, well, it's all part of the British Isles, isn't it? Yeah, furious. But he was one of these tattooed West Ham geezers. So I ain't gonna start shit. I was like, yeah, we are, bud, yeah.
He's just uneducated, like.
Uneducated. You know he's gonna last it. He's too stupid to get scared. Do you know what I mean? He's too stupid to know that his life is in fucking danger. Anyway, the first room, kid, you go into it. Exorcist. That's the team. It's the Exorcist. Girls in the bed. You gotta walk around her bed to get out, right? Her bed starts fucking shaking. She gets up. She starts following you down to the next part. Like, the next room then is Psycho, and it's like a guy in a bathtub. Do you know what I mean? The shower curtain opens. He goes, and it's like, din, 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 dun, dun, dun. And he's the next room. He goes, see you later. And you go to the next actor. You're in a dark room, boy, a chainsaw. You're meant for fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, lad. Vroom, vroom. He comes at you, but his chainsaw is made out of paper, so when he actually gets you, it doesn't actually cut you. But he came up to you, kid. He did everything. The whole ordeal. How does it feel to get killed with a chainsaw? You felt it, kid.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so me and my sister took us ages, kid. And we did
his father out of fortune paying him to get back in every time.
Out of fortune, kid. Yeah, my two bitches. Like, I have two daughters. You actually do have two daughters. But yeah, boy, fucking mint.
That's brilliant, kid. I love it. I love scary shit.
Do we have anything else? We have to wrap this one up shortly enough today, because
we got to get out of town, kid.
We got to get out of town. We've stuff on. We've shit happening. So, guys, please sponsor our Darkness into Light. Me and Dan will be playing a charity show, a charity football match at the end of the month. Please sponsor if you can. Enjoy your weekend. Liverpool aren't playing, so that's great.
Yeah. Take a weekend off, Liverpool fans.
Take a weekend off. Guys, like and subscribe. Thanks to everybody who has. Please give it 5-star review, whatever platform you're listening on. And tell a friend. We have record numbers listening to the podcast. I can see on my Podbean that we have record numbers. I'd like that to keep growing, guys. And thanks for all of you for keep boosting the podcast. Thank you, Psychic Dan.
Thanks for having me, man.
Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love.